Hey guys, we have made it to day 4 of my vegan challenge week. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing all of the recipes that I made on day 4. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. For breakfast, I made Caprese toast, which is a super simple, easy recipe. There are no pots or pans required for this, but it's really, really delicious. And the first thing I did was slice up some fresh tomato. Next, I'm taking some basil leaves. I just stacked them on top of one another, rolled them up, and now I'm thinly slicing them. And for bread, I'm using this artisan rye bread, which I have lightly toasted. It's the same bread that I shared in, I think it was vegan challenge day number 2 when I did the avocado toast. And for the cream cheese, I'm using this Daiya deliciously dairy-free cream cheese spread. It's just the original plain flavor, and this was really good. So I'm just taking about a half a tablespoon or so and spreading it onto each slice. And I found the trick with this cream cheese is that you kind of have to get the right amount that you want right away, because if you try to layer it, it doesn't really layer the same way as regular cream cheese. So that's just a quick tip. Get as much as you want right away and spread it on. Next, I am adding on those thinly sliced tomatoes, and then I'm also adding a little bit of salt and pepper over the top. And lastly, I'm topping it with that sliced basil. And this morning I'm opting in for some iced coffee. So I have this lightly sweetened pure black cold brew coffee by Califia. This is the same brand that makes the almond milk that I really like. And this was really good. I got it at Target on clearance, but I haven't seen it since, so that kind of sucks, but it was amazing. And then I did also add a little bit of regular vanilla almond milk in there as a creamer. And here is my finished breakfast. Super easy and simple, but tastes so delicious. This is really good if you're somebody that likes more of a savory breakfast rather than something really sweet first thing in the morning. Personally, that's how I am, so I really, really enjoyed this. Later on for lunch, I decided to make an acai bowl, and I'm starting off with this little frozen packet of acai berry smoothie mix that I picked up from Sprouts. Here's a picture of the packaging if you're wondering where I got it from or the brand. And once it softened up a little bit, I just squeezed it straight into the blender. I also added in some frozen strawberry, some frozen banana, and then I also added in some of this Vega protein vanilla powder. This is a plant-based protein powder, and it's really, really delicious. And I added just about a scoop. And then I also added in some of this unsweetened vanilla coconut milk. Now I just blended it all up, and it was a little too liquidy, so I ended up adding in some crushed ice in there as well to help thicken it up. Okay, and now that it's ready, I'm just pouring it into a bowl, and I love the rich purple color of acai berry bowls. They're very distinct. And now I'm just dressing it up with some sliced strawberry. I added some sliced banana on top as well. And then I'm also adding some of this Bare Naked maple pecan granola, which I'm not gonna lie, is not my favorite, but it was really crunchy, so I'll give it that. And then lastly, of course, I'm adding on some chia seeds. And here is my finished acai bowl, which turned out really delicious. This is really light and refreshing, but at the same time, really filling. It's kind of like a little bowl of energy, which makes it absolutely perfect for the afternoon. For dinner, I am making Buddha Bowls 2.0. If you guys remember yesterday, I shared a Buddha Bowl recipe for lunch that I had, and I still had a ton of ingredients still left over from that, so I decided to try another variation of it because I found so many amazing recipes online. And so for this Buddha Bowl, I'm going to be making a broccoli pesto to go on top. And obviously the first thing I did was chop up some broccoli. I wasn't super fancy and perfect with this because it is going to be going into the food processor. And I had to work in batches for mine because I do have kind of like a baby food processor. It's a little bit on the smaller size, but don't knock it. It was only 20 bucks and it does work really well. And so I took about a handful of broccoli, a couple leaves of basil, and then I'm also adding in some minced garlic. I added about 1/4 cup of olive oil, a little bit of water, as well as some lemon juice and salt and pepper. And then finally, I added in some hazelnuts. And I will be sure to link the exact recipe for this down below if you guys want to try this at home as well. And now I'm just grinding all the ingredients up, and you can really make this whatever consistency you like. If you want it more liquidy, you can add more olive oil or liquid ingredients, but I liked this texture, so I kept it just the way it was. And then next I am slicing up some beets. These are roasted beets that I bought prepackaged from the grocery store, as well as slicing up some fresh tomato and avocado. And I did have some leftover cilantro that I wanted to use up, so I just chopped some of that up to add on top of the barley. And here are the base for our Buddha bowls. If you guys want to see how I made all of this, I will go ahead and link the video down below. And I just pretty much heated everything up. Now I'm topping it with some of that broccoli pesto, and this was such a fresh burst of flavor for the dish. It really added a lot to it. And then I'm also adding in some of that chopped cilantro onto my barley. I'm also adding on the sliced avocado, the sliced beet, as well as some of that fresh tomato. And then finally, I'm drizzling over some of that lemon tahini dressing that I made yesterday. Again, if you do want to see that recipe, I will go ahead and link the video down below. And here are the finished Buddha bowls. These are so flavorful and hearty and filling. I really think they're especially great if you're somebody that likes to meal prep and just wants to have meals all throughout the week. These are awesome. And on this particular night, I had a little bit of a sweet tooth, so I decided to enjoy a nice cup of tea. This is just the Yogi Detox Tea. It's really good. And then I did pair it with some of my new favorite chocolate in the world. Hurry up, Pam. Let's get to it. Stop pouring that tea. And it is these organic dark chocolate Belgian thins. I got this huge bag from Costco, and this has quinoa, almonds, buckwheat, goji berries, sunflower seeds. So much is packed in this little chocolate, and it's kind of crunchy and salty and sweet. It's so delicious, and it's vegan. And I just had a few pieces of that alongside my tea, and it was absolute perfection. Okay guys, so that was it for day 4. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a like. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.